Well, hello and welcome to Cooking with Bessemer, the show where you get to see just how good the cookware is, and it's true. This cookware has been made here in Australia since the early 60s. It is top shelf, beautiful cookware, which gives you the unique opportunity of being able to cook on your stovetop. Sure, you can fry on your stovetop, but have you ever thought about creating a full-on oven on your stovetop so you can cook pizzas and cakes and so forth right there on top? Well, you can with Bessemer. Now, it's a name that you're not going to see out there in the stores, never has been in retail. It's distributed via in-home demonstration. So our demonstrators will come to your own home and they'll show you exactly what you can achieve with it, with your own recipes, with their recipes, on your cooktop. And you can make decisions as to which various pieces are going to fit you and your family's lifestyle. Now, I'm joined by Beryl again, and Beryl, it's nice to have you on the show again.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I'm good. A bit busy, but good.
Yeah, you're always really busy, aren't you? Now,
yes.
You've been backstage whipping up a few things for us.
I have.
Now, what are you going to take us through today?
We're doing fried rice today in the 6 Ltr Dutch Oven Lid with marinated chicken. That's the first part that I'm doing, and I've already got the bacon in there. And what's good about this particular recipe is that I don't use any oil absolutely at all through the whole recipe, and that's unusual with fried rice. So I've done bacon in there to start with. Now the bacon's had most of the... Now that's flicking. I need to have that turned on again, please, David. It's turned off.
Sure.
I don't know what's happened to it, but it's definitely turned off. I'm now putting some marinated chicken into this, cooking on a fairly high setting to start with, and then I'll turn it down. This is like a stir fry. The marinated chicken has been marinated in soy sauce, garlic powder and sugar, and a great standby because those three ingredients you can have in the kitchen most of the time. Now this needs actually to be cooked for about 6 or 7 minutes, so I probably may not have time to do that today, but that will be fried and crispy. And sometimes I like to use the 32cm lid. Could I have the lid too, please, David, there?
Yeah, sure.
And so depending on whether you want it to be a dried out effective chicken, you have your vent on the top with a little tiny bump, which when you turn the ears of your lid to that bump, that lets the steam out and that will dry out whatever you might be cooking. If you've got chicken pieces in there that you want to be crisp, that's a good idea. You may wish to leave the lid off and just cook it like that. Great if you're doing a casserole because you close the vent completely and all the moisture stays inside the casserole.
Sure.
So when I'm doing my fried rice, I like to cook the chicken first, cook the bacon. So what I'll do is I'll take that lid off. The lid, this is one of my favourite pieces of cookware. Now, that needs to be higher than that, so I'll just leave that to there on 7. Normally this becomes very, very crispy, the chicken, so we'll have to sort of substitute it a little bit today because it's not cooking as quick as that I'd like it. So once that becomes crispy, the fact that it's got sugar in it, that's a great indication of how good the cookware is because there's no oil and it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan.
So if you were to put that kind of a sauce straight into like a stainless steel pan,
that's right.
You'd have
be
a
glued
mess.
to the bottom of the pan.
It'd
Absolutely.
be a real mess.
So another good thing about fried rice, which a lot of people don't like cooking fried rice, is because they end up with it gluggy, sticking to the bottom of their pot, and so they're not that keen to cook it again. Sure. So cooking it in this, and I cook this at all of my demonstrations, absolutely every party I've ever done, I've done fried rice because it's so impressive, so impressive. And as I said, I have people who ring me and say, I now love my pot and I love that fried rice. So what I do is I cook the chicken like this to start with, and now what I might do to save time, that would normally be crispy. I leave it in for about 6 minutes, and then I put this out onto here. So you're taking out, in fact, to hurry time up a little bit, I'll lift the pan up. Okay. So you're dropping out your chicken pieces that have been cooked with your bacon, and exactly the same effect, you don't have anything stuck in the bottom of your pan. And what I'm going to do now is, and this part is also quite appealing. Now, can I have that with a double? Can I have a double thing on that, please?
Yes, yep, you certainly can.
Okay.
There you go, you're onto it now.
So what I'm going to do then is what I like to do at parties is I then like to dry the pan out. Now what you've got to also remember, if that's been cooked crispy, you've got quite a dry mixture on the base of the pan because it's gluey and sticky. So it's great to be able to do that at a party. Just give it a wipe out with just a little bit of paper towel. Show the people how it's dried, and then I lift the pan up and they can see how completely clean the base is inside. And this part is great. This is where you drop your eggs on top of this. It's gone off again, David. I think it's because I'm setting things on top of it.
Yes, I think it is. I'll
sort that out. Do that because it needs to fry quickly, this.
If you would like to have a demonstration in your own home by one of the Bessemer demonstrators, then just call the number that's on your screen right now or visit the website. And by the way, this recipe and a whole lot of others are on that website as well. So do visit that, bessemer.com.au. Let me help you out with that.
Okay, so this needs to be quite hot for when you place the egg into the pan. And what I normally do is, this is also great if you wanted to cook a pancake. So if you haven't got a frying pan, the Dutch oven is great to use as a fry pan and a casserole. Roasting pot, it's very effective. I like to do a lot of recipes at my parties that are like either a stir fry or a big casserole. This is particularly probably the best thing I do, because the egg, once it's fried on the bottom, you just turn the egg over like a pancake. If you were doing a pancake in this, same effect as a fry pan, just leave your lid off and use it as a fry pan. Eggs and bacon, fry pan.
Yes.
Hamburgers, pieces of chicken casseroles. You might like to do a piece of silver side. If you've got a long piece of silver side, it's great. If you're roasting, once again, you use your steam vent open, crisping up the meat to let the steam out. Once you want the meat to cook as you do in your oven, close off the vent and you've got your oven effect. Makes the best chicken and lamb because it's so moist, because it's enclosed in a small space. So
and
I find,
too,
yes, I probably could cook 20 different things in the Dutch oven. Then the lid fits on about 5 or 6 other pieces as well, which means that if you've got the Dutch oven and lid, later on you buy the fry pan to go with it. Means you're taking away the use of not doubling up on your one pan, and that you get much longer life expectancy from it. So what I'll do with the goog now, and I'm hoping that it's fried enough that I can actually turn it. Now just have a look at that. I think that is absolutely amazing. Not one little, not even a speck of egg left in the bottom. Flip it over like as if it was a pancake, and remember, not even a drop of oil in here. Then you just whip your little egg lift around and chop it up into small pieces, like so.
This is a nylon egg lifter too, isn't it?
Yes, fantastic. Love the egg lift. I'd say this is probably the best egg lift I have ever used. Not too long, not too short, not too wide, just perfect. Now just have a little squeeze at that. Not one bit of egg stuck to the base of the pan. Now generally speaking, I turn the pan down low now because I'm adding rice. Once again, no oil is going in with the rice. So pop your rice in on top of your dry pan like so. Add a little bit of soy to that.
I'll turn that down for you if you like, Beryl.
Okay, that'll be great if you do that for me.
Now, we've got some superb deals on Bessemer today too. Whether you want to buy outright and just pick up the phone, call the number on your screen right now, get yourself some Bessemer, or if you would like to have an in-home demonstration, we've got some super deals for you. And also, if you'd like to become a demonstrator, we've got some amazing deals on that score as well.
So when I've added the soy to that, it's completely up to you. I like to use a lighter soy than this. I like the effect of the colour better, but that's just entirely to your own taste. Add your soy. Then you put your marinated chicken, which of course is nice and crispy and quite dark in colour. That goes back in with your eggs and your bacon.
Then your veggies.
And then you throw your carrots, which I always steam in the 2.5 litre saucepan at my parties, and I show the 2.5 litre that has actually steamed the carrots in about 5 or 6 minutes, which is effective too. And then you add your spring onions to that, which gives you a little bit more colour. And you don't fry your onions, you just pop them in like that. And the part I love about the Dutch oven is once you've done all that, before I serve the food to the ladies, I actually put this back on the heat on gentle, lid on, and then when I'm ready to dish it up, not one bit of rice is stuck to the bottom of the pan.
That's amazing. And this is what the whole stir fry looks like when you're finished with it, and that takes literally a matter of minutes. Beryl, thanks very much for that one there. And you're going to come back and demonstrate some other recipes for us a little later on in the show. Fantastic.
Okay.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be back for more in a minute.